Lake Town Council special public meeting for February 26, 2024. Will you all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. This meeting is called to order at 6:40 p.m. Roll call, please.
Robert Carnahan.
Here.
Julie Rivera.
Here.
Chuck Becker.
Here.
Mary Jo Dixon.
Here.
Richard Thiel.
Here.
Greg Parker is absent. Nick Recupero.
Here.
I am present. Jeff Bungie.
Present.
David Austin is absent.
Thank you. We apologize for the tardiness. We had some technical difficulties this evening, but
I just got a text
we're
that
here now.
somebody's here, but they can't get it in. 7:37?
There's nobody out there.
Okay,
You're being pranked.
all right.
Okay.
I'm just gonna wait that.
We have public comment after new business, but I would like to open the floor. There's nobody here, but Jen, do you have anybody online that wants to speak public comment on agenda items?
It's only Sue Hayes online.
Okay.
No public online.
All right. All right, that public portion is now closed. We'll move on to new business. Number 1, bid award for the CCMG 2023-2 project, which is...
Community Crossing Grant.
Yep, Community Crossing Matching Grant. We've got a letter from Christopher B. Burke Engineering, our engineer, dated February 23rd of 2024. It's addressed to the Town of Cedar Lake Town Council. The subject would be 2024 Crack Seal Maintenance and Pavement Marking Project, CCMG 2023-2. Dear council members, below you will find the bid tabulation summary for the 2024 Crack Seal Maintenance and Pavement Marking Project. The final engineer's estimate for the project was $182,419.13. The total bid for each potential contractor is shown below. Contractor 1 is Pavement Solutions Incorporated with a bid amount of $186,055.00. Number 2 was Site Services Incorporated, bid amount of $158,918.00. As can be seen from the table above, the apparent low bidder for the project at a total unit cost bid price of $158,918.00 is Site Services Incorporated. The bid tabulation sheet is attached to this letter. As this appears to be the lowest responsive and responsible bid for the project, we recommend that the subject contract be awarded to Site Services Incorporated. And we also have, sincerely, Donald C. Oliphant, Town Engineer.
A couple of statements. Or maybe questions. Jen, this is from the 2023 Community Crossing, correct?
Yep, this is 2023-2.
And so if we select $158,000, that is provided through the state, and we have to match that.
Yep, it's a 50-50, so we would have to match $79,459.
And that's for every community in the state that has a population over 10,000. Any that is under 10,000, they only have to pay 25%.
That is my
What was the
understanding.
match amount again? Was it?
$79,459. Well, okay, that's what we originally anticipated. No, $79,459. No, I am doing my math right. Because if you go with $158,918, it's 50% of that.
It's 50/50.
Yeah.
Okay.
25. Yeah, $79,459.
Okay. And where would the funds be coming from for this?
We would
purpose?
use the motor vehicle highway restricted money.
Motor Vehicle Highway Restricted.
And we have enough money on hand to cover that expenditure? Or
So,
we will over the course
yeah,
of
yeah.
time?
And what,
Because we anticipated finishing out the Shades Phase 1 and then doing this project out of motor vehicle highway.
somebody asked me today, what roads do you know we're going to be crack sealing?
I can tell you that. So when we applied, this was for West 133rd Avenue from Town West Corporate Limit to US 41, West 137th Avenue from the CSX Railroad to Lowerman Street, West 133rd Avenue from Morse Street to East Town Corporate Limit, West Lakeshore Drive from Washington Street to Morse Street from West 153rd Avenue to West Lakeshore Drive, West 145th Avenue from I think that's supposed to say Lakeshore Drive, or maybe just Lake Drive to Morse Street. Oh, I guess it is, we have a Lake Drive, sorry. Lake Drive from Klein Street to West 145th Avenue, Klein Street from West 147th Avenue to Lake Drive, West 147th Avenue from Lowerman Street to Klein Street, Lowerman Street from West 147th Avenue to West 137th Avenue.
Could you give me a copy of that?
It's on our, it's at the top first, so it's basically around the lake,
Yeah, main
should be
drag.
around the lake, main drags, yeah.
Oh, okay.
1 through 10.
All right. I didn't look at that. I need to put my readers on.
Okay. Is there any other discussion or questions on this item? Seeing none, do we have a motion to award this contract or not to one of these?
I would make the motion that site services for $158,918.
I'll second. Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Carnahan, seconded by Mr. Teal, to award this contract to Site Services Incorporated for a dollar amount of $158,918.00. Discussion, when do we plan this project to start? This year, of
It's
course.
my understanding it'll move pretty quickly, because I've got all the contract documents, so upon, positive approvals, you all sign tonight, I'll get it back to the engineer tomorrow. The engineer will do what they need to do with the contractor so that we can have everything filed with the state before Friday. That way we can get going on everything, because the nice thing about CCMG is once you have everything submitted, you basically put in a purchase order and they will cut the money back to you up front.
Oh, okay.
Do they wait till we know for sure that there's no more frost or inclement weather? I mean, I know we've seen snow in March, and that's why how soon, I'm concerned is, can it be too soon?
Tim said he was gonna do crack sealing
Yeah.
there.
But my concern is though, if we're gonna crack seal and then we get freeze again, and then, do they wait till like April, mid-April, end of April? I mean, 'cause that would be my preference to
I
see
can
when
shoot-
it's done.
I can shoot an email to Don and TJ.
And just, maybe
and
get
ask
Don to
them
put on it, because that's my concern, 'cause
I believe there was I believe when they submit the bid, there's also usually a anticipated schedule.
start no sooner than kind of,
Yeah.
I know Tim has told me that when it gets hot out, they can't do it, it doesn't hold good.
yeah, I understand that when it gets hot out, but in the same sense, my concern is, can cold weather, snow, I mean, we've seen 18 inches of snow in March before, we've seen snow in April, I just wonder if we can get some.
February's the warmest month we've ever had.
It's nice to get it done early, but not too early where the plows and.
That's my concern on it.
There's probably a sweet spot in there in the spring,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll double check my emails tomorrow, make sure Don didn't already say something, because he might have had it in an earlier email, I honestly can't remember, but I will ask him to give me an update on that way I can let you know.
I did get an email from Don at 4:45, and he says he CC'd it to you.
Yeah, 4:45 again.
Okay. And it's a PDF file that should be printable and signable in-house, so.
Oh, that's the documentation,
That
in
you-
dot needs, yeah.
In-dot.
So you'll sign that tomorrow and then send it out to him.
And I've always stressed, we need to do crack sealing on these roads that we've paved and they're starting to crack.
Yeah.
Because that's maintenance, and if we don't do that, we're going to end up having to replace these roads a lot sooner than what we have to.
Well, the nice thing, since they have done, update to motor vehicle highways, crack sealing is considered preservation. So, I mean, it was kind of nice the way we had it last year, Shades Phase 1 was our bigger project, so, when we were awarded that, it was a little over $860,000, $867,000, give or take, I can't remember, that was quite a few months ago. So we were awarded that, so then it only left us a little bit left that we could apply for the second round, when they did the second call, and so that's, I mean, this project with the crack sealing and pavement markings, you know, is kind of perfect to then, you know, hit those roads, that way they do last us a little longer instead of just falling apart and forgetting about them until who knows when.
Okay, very good. There's no other discussion. Could I have roll call, please?
Robert Carnahan.
Yes.
Julie Rivera.
Yes.
Chuck Becker.
Yes.
Mary Jo Dixon.
Yes.
Richard Teel.
Yes.
Nick Recupedo.
Yes, motion carries 6-0, thank you. Public comment? Any public comment? Anybody here? Nobody's here?
Anyone?
Yeah. Jennifer, did you have anybody online?
Only Sue. Sue, do you have any comments? I'll take that as a no.
No, I couldn't find my button.
All right, thanks, Sue, have a good night.
Thank you, Sue.
Okay, public comment is now closed, and this meeting's adjourned at 6:50 PM. Thank you all.